AI coaches that are becoming popular right now, semi-pros can quickly scale to pros, and then they can get into professional coaching when they see a little bit of success. So AI is playing a lot of responsibilities in terms of enhancing the whole
the
esports.
whole scene. Anurag sir, because you have been a part of this. Anurag sir, especially being our senior, he is like the first gen of gamers. As he mentioned in 1999, he was doing some things where we were just in our pants. So sir, with this AI and new tech, how do you see the coming scenario of
If you ask
esports?
me, I don't see implementation of AI in gaming sometime soon. Future, trust me, I can't predict.
Predict right now.
I agree with him. The way it's looking, it might turn to be good, but then AI is a software code only. Anybody can corrupt it. But at the present or in next 2 to 3 years, I don't see any implementation of AI in esports at least. Yes, because yeah.
So he says he doesn't see the impact of AI in next 2 years because you can't see it. It's actually happening behind the curtains. Like the Vanguard, for example, of Riot. There are equivalent tools for Valve for CS.
Right.
All because you don't see it doesn't mean that AI is not
It's not
happening.
happening.
AI is happening. Mm.
Those both the tools don't use AI, okay? Because I've been part of one company. They basically detect the softwares on your system. That's what.
But I think we
But
are
let's not get into that.
getting away
So yeah.
from the main topic.
So
These two are hardcore gamers.
real implementation for I don't see at present. Future, I really can't predict.
And what about AI and new gen? Can we see some new content developed with
So
AI?
only place where we use AI is for our content only.
Okay.
Where we use morphing and all that stuff using AI. But
Okay.
that's the end of it.
That's the.
No scripting, nothing. Everything is done by hand.
But I think sometimes like AI can help you in
Of
structure.
course, but generally the creativity part, I feel more convinced of the people like you than depending on AI.
Okay. And Vijay, what do you think? Like, because you are into legal and everything, and how do you see this AI and gaming? Like, is it making your work, day-to-day work easy? Or like, do tell us about your work as well, because many of them, they don't know exactly what you do.
So Musab, you're right. From the impact of AI in work in general perspective, it does help with the standard use cases that everyone's familiar with, right? Writing emails that they don't want to write, responding
Right.
to automatic requests, so on and so forth, right? Or analyzing long sort of documents. It helps in there, right? But where I sort of agree with both Vamsi and Anurag sir is that humans, before we get into the legal side of things, right? Humans engage in entertainment for a particular reason, right? So I think it was in the early 90s, if I might get my dates wrong, early 90s or early 2000s, when DeepMind defeated Gary Kasparov, right? So technically, computers have been better at playing chess than humans
Right.
for a very long time. But nobody wants to watch two AI playing chess. You still want to watch the human do it, right? That's similar with so many other games as well. Ultimately, like all of your games are essentially lines of code, right? And it's very, very much feasible, unless and until you don't have fraud detection platforms,
Right.
to write computer programs that have, two people, team A, team B, and they can the two computer programs can shoot till cows come home, right?
Right.
But would you want to watch that? Right? The real fun of esports and of gaming is that it is another, like how you and I had that realization that we are not particularly good at this,
Right.
right? It's a very human realization, right? So that's the impact of AI that I were to see, which is that in general, there is going to be a secular improvement in productivity, human productivity, especially in unproductive tasks such as writing lengthy emails, or responding to common emails. The specific thing about games itself and the playing of games, right? These continue to be highly creative fields, right? Now, take the trend, right? Where you see like people are uploading pictures and getting it in a particular filter, right? I don't want to name the gaming studio, but they're taking a respected, legendary animation studio, right? And they're creating images in that particular style, right? The problem here is that you are not that studio. That studio developed that language over generations of people,
Just like the Ghibli effect happening around.
exactly,
Yeah.
right? So the point I'm trying to say is that you can develop an AI, but you are never going to have another. I didn't want to name the name, but you've named it Ghibli. That is on its own, right? So creativity is still a huge moat. The moment human beings know that something has been generated by AI, I don't think they're likely to engage with it as seriously as something that is human generated, right? You would have seen that
It
even in
values decline somehow.
exactly.
Yeah.
Even on YouTube videos, the moment you see that someone's using a AI-generated image feed, I don't think you're more likely to watch that video.
Right.
So creativity is still a huge moat, and I don't think the impact is going to be that great.
Okay.
Now, coming to the legal side of things, to quickly answer your question, from a law perspective, this is still an evolving field. We do not as yet understand, we do not understand the technology well enough, and we understand the impacts of it even less, right?
Right.
Only law typically always takes some time to play catch up. Luckily for us, under the present government, they have like a clear plan of action. In fact, as we speak, we are also starting to engage with international governments. There's the Global Tech Summit that's happening not very far from here at the Oberoi. The law will catch up. We are right now definitely not there. Like example, in the Ghibli example, was it right what people were doing? We
No,
don't know the
obviously.
answer, right? So it will take some time, but I'm sure the law and the society will get there soon enough. Yeah.
Adding to what he said, basically AI helps you reduce the time. That's the only thing. But final output, still, I as an individual, I prefer human.
Right.
I'll bring it back to esports, right? We were talking very generic of AI, but the topic of the day is how is AI impacting esports? And Anurag and me have difference of opinion. It's fine.
You're having a
That's
1v1.
how we are allowed to have difference of opinion. There are a lot of tools that are in development. Okay, like for example, Krafton has developed PUBG Alley, which is an AI tool, AI companion. We all play these multiplayer games, right? When we join those multiplayer lobbies, historically we used to get a lot of bots, and we all used to hate those bots because they perform tasks
nothing.
without any intelligence. Now, what PUBG Alley does is it studied human type of behavior, and it taught bots how to behave like a typical player. And that technology has evolved already. Okay, well, the best part of AI is it gets better and better as in when you feed it a lot more data. And that's one example that when you start playing with human, like not everyone are fortunate enough to have teammates.
Right.
Right? We all don't have those 4v4 stacks or 5v5 stacks. So you have an AI companion bot, which exactly mimics your playing style. And the bot also can communicate back to you, okay? Both on voice channel, and it can also bring humor to it and strategy to it. That is what the AI impact on esports is happening at the moment.
tech gen.
It is not 2-3 years away, according to me. It is happening as we speak.
In the background. Okay,
Yeah, in the
so and we have Vishwalok sir. So Vishwalok sir has just started a new social audio platform. Hey Paul, we would love to know about it because somehow it's connected with gaming. I think you have also there are few things like your virtual reality and many other things. So we would love to know about the whole how it's gonna work, the HeyPal. And is it like somewhere connected with AI as well?
Yeah, definitely it is. So, nowadays, I mean, we are connected with so many people on Facebook. So on Facebook, generally, we connect with people we already know, friends, family, extended families. But Gen Z is connecting with new people on platforms like Discord or while playing games like PUBG, Free Fire, COD, and all of that. Why they connect with these new people is because they share the same passion of gaming. So that is where we brought this concept. HeyPal is a new social, app. It's an audio social network, whereby you join the app with a PAL name, with an audio introduction, and with an avatar, and then you get matched with people sharing the same interest, and then you can talk to them on app-to-app calling. You join the audio rooms where you find people sharing the same interest, very many people sharing the same interest. You can play casual games. While playing the casual games, you can talk to people on a voice chat. You can consume audio content like podcast and ebooks and news and comedy shows and all of that. Then there is an expert zone whereby you can actually talk to career counselors, clinical psychologists, mentors, and all, and eventually you can meet people in the metaverse. So there is a lot of AI goes behind it, because once you get into the app, when you record your audio as an audio introduction, it automatically detects your gender. It detects that whatever is being written, you are saying the same thing or not, right? Then when you upload your avatar, when you create an avatar, you click your photograph, it converts that into an avatar, right? And so all of that is there. So that is the new thing we are going to be launching in a month's time. So currently the site is live at heypal.com, and you can join the waitlist. And once the app goes live, you get an opportunity to download it.
Like we wish you all the luck for that app. By the way, because we all are talking about this, whatever we are talking about, it's all happening in the digital world, right? There's one thing I think which you guys must have like faced or seen. It's the toxicity. आपको digitally कभी किसी ने परेशान तो किया ही होगा. Some random spams, messages, all the abuses. We get that a lot because we are streamers, we are gamers, and हमें ना कोई भी आके कुछ भी कह देता है, and we call them keyboard warriors, by the way. So with this toxicity, I want to ask every one of you, because you are in the community, especially in gaming, we see lots of toxicity, and irrespective of the gender, by the way, it's based on anything. It can be agent, it's insta lock and whatever. So what do you think, Vamsi, the toxicity, and how should the government, like, there should be some rules and regulation, and this. How do you see this whole toxicity in the gaming community, especially?
See, toxicity is real.
You know, it's depressing.
The study says that at least 80% of those online multiplayer gamers would have faced toxicity at least once. Gamers who are there who can confirm, right? I face toxicity when I play
Every day.
Valorant.
I am the most toxic guy in my
And I hope he doesn't come in my lobby so that there's no toxicity.
So, Bhakti, whenever I play, I keep my mic and speakers off.
Yeah.
For that reason only, because I know what I'll be doing.
Yeah, so I'll bring the AI element to toxicity. AI is actually solving the toxicity in the level that so currently, if you're playing Valorant, you can report a fellow player for different reason, right?